Good morning, everyone. Okay, we're gonna do something a little bit different. We got Jeff, we got Holka, we got Jerry Mitchell, and what? So Jerry Mitchell. Okay, we're trying something different today. Something we haven't done for a while. We're gonna do a couple throws of the barrel dice just to make sure that the throws in, even it's not wobbling. That was not too good. We'll do a 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever feels comfortable. Now I'm doing just trading to make sure my wrist and my fingers are releasing at the right spot. Look a little bit better. So if you guys don't know, I've never seen the barrel dice before. I show how to make these in one of my videos. I think it's the white or the yellow belt. I think it's the yellow belt video. It's a tip that Arnell from Dice Grinders taught me. Good morning, Coach Joe. Coach Joe has some barrel dice. If you guys don't have any, it's kind of neat, kind of helpful. Gives good feedback. Also help you with the energy of the back wall, so you can stop right away. That looks good. Let's go back to the rubber dice here now. Set those aside. Ready to go because one set right now. 3, 2, 3, 6. Good morning, Navaldo. Let's see if we can relay this now onto the regular dice. 5, 3. 1, 5, 1, 3. 'Boxcars. The primary on the bottom side. On both dice. So back to 3, 2, 3, 6. Dice land, they split right apart. 6, 1. The right one kind of stopped and just bounced off. Must have caught the layout. Just not a repeatable throw, hopefully. 3, 2, 3, 6. Cross 5, 3, 8. 1, 5, 1, 3. Good morning, Joel. 208 Crapsee. Five, 2. Hopefully this isn't one of those mornings. 3, 2, 3, 6. Ace deuce. Threw a lot of those yesterday. One, 3, 2, 3. Five, 3. 1, 5, 1, 3. 2, 4, 6. 2, 6, 4, 6. 'Aces. 2, 3, 6. Actually, 5, 3, 1, 3. Hardway. Old Bushel. Let's get the Crapsee. As soon as we get into Crapsee, we'll start show. Crapsee. Okay, here we go. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 445 of the Level Up program and day number 155 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, it's about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, we got Uncle Hoku, or actually Jeff Middlente Craps checking in number 1, followed up by Uncle Hoku, Jerry Mitchell, Coach Joe Navaldo, 208 Craps Joel, and Lazy Dog. So good morning to all. We have 12 people in the live stream right now watching, and we have 8 people on Crapsee. So click that live tab to go over to the Crapsee table and play along with us as we go through the day. We had a profit yesterday. The last 2 shooters were losers, but we still ended up with a profit. So we're going to call that a success for yesterday. So we're coming in with 47 wins and 17 losses on the Level Up program here since I started keeping track of that. We have a starting bankroll today of $5,036. So our win goal today is going to be 503. And if you hit the goal today, make sure you put a chat that you made goal. But we're going to go starting off with a 3-2-3-6 dice set today. It is the cousin one set. And if you watch my warm-up, we did a little bit of practice with the barrel dice, which are dice that are stuck together there. And just checking to make sure that our throw is being level and they're not wobbling all over. So that is something that I did earlier in the belt series. And I did practice that for quite a while. And I thought, hey, it's time to bring them back out just to double check everything to make sure everything is working decent. So let's go all bet set. I'm not going to do any line bets here. 3-2-3-6, dice out. And we got a 3-4-7 come out 7. Pass line winner come out natural. And we had quite a few 7s during the warm-up today. So hopefully that's not the trend that we'll be seeing here. But we're going to try to fix it as we get going. Jerry has a goal of 8,000 today. 3-2-3-6 again. And we'll call it all back to 11 people playing along with the Crapsee. We got 12 people watching, 8 likes so far. So make sure you hit that thumbs up sometime throughout the session here. Dice out. Dice they cross on us. We have the double degen. It's gonna be a primary on top on both sides. 3-2-3-6 was the dice set. We have 3-3-6, so let's mark that point of 6. Good morning, Kevin Scott. And we're gonna go 320 across. 350 and a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 16 and 6 and 8. Good morning, Ashish. Welcome to Level Up. I've not seen you here that often, my friend. 3-2-3-6 is what we're going to stick with. So when we're at the Crafts for the Cure, I was working with Ashish a little bit on this throw, and we're changing a couple things around. Did that help you out, Ashish? Just checking. Hopefully I give you some good advice. And we'll put dice out here. Come on, mouse. My mouse needs to work. There you go. It's 6 o'clock, and that's why. Yes, it did help. That's good. I'm glad to see that it did help. We are changing things around a little bit here. Like I mentioned yesterday, I'll tell you in just a second here what we have done. That left one did not get all the way down. We have an Old Bay bushel, the 5-5 hard 10. And that was using that 3-2-3-6. So we're going to do that 4-10 flip again. So that's going to be a $48 payout after the VIG. And I'm sorry, $98 payout after the VIG. So we're going to put $100 on that 10, make it look like 150. So one of the things that I noticed, and I mentioned this yesterday in the live stream, is when I was in Vegas, a lot of the tables had, whether they're a hard table or a soft table, they had kind of a weird bounce. And what I was finding is if I can keep my toss lower to the table and get it to just barely rest up against that back wall, I was having more success. If I was having a little bit more higher arc to it, like a normal throw, they were getting a lot of energy off the back wall and they were actually rolling off the back wall quite a distance. So we are trying this now, keeping it a little bit lower to the table and trying to get them to come up and rest just barely at the back end of the wall there. 3-2-3-6, dice out. The dice kiss, we have a 2, 3, 5, the Justice 5. 3, 2, 3, 6 is the dice set. We have a 2, 3, 5. This could be a single pitch of the dice. And that's going to allow us to pressure that 5 and 9 up to $85. Good morning, Frida. Hit the back wall, sir, says Lazy Dog. I agree with you. See, my excuse is that I'm getting old and I can't throw the dice as far. That's what I tell the casino staff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. 6, 2, 6, 3 is the dice set. And we'll call it all bet set. If you guys are watching yesterday, we invented a new dice set. It's a 3, 4, 5, 6 dice set. I cannot believe I said that yesterday. That was kind of funny. 6, 2, 6, 3 dice out. And we had a 3, 1, 4. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So that was using a 6, 2, 6, 3 dice set. And we got a 3, 1, 4 result. I don't like the way those bounce off the back wall, but I will take that 3, 1, 4 because that's going to be enough to get us out of the shooter. We have $266 brought back to the rack. So let's bring our bets down. We'll go 160 across. So we'll be in profit for $106 on this shooter here. And we're going to go with a 5, 3, 5, 1 dice set. If I'm old, you have no chance. Joel, you're not that much older than I am, I betcha. Let's go. I'll bet that. Go Dodgers, says a sheesh. I say go Packers. Oh, yeah. 5, 3, 5, 1. Dice out. And we got a 1, 4, 5. That would be the truck in camper. After Brian from Crapping Camper. And that was using the 5, 3, 5, 1 dice set. And we got a 1, 4, 5 result. So we were looking for a 2 or a 5 on top on that one. We got neither, so we're going to adjust the dice in the next throw here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 4, 2. 1, 2, 4, 2. Looking for a 2 or 5 on top. And we had a 5 in the last one, so let's pressure the 5 and 9 up to $35 each. And all bets set. 301 brought back to the rack, 180 on the table. Do I change dice sets during the roll? Yes, I do. I did that also down in Vegas. It's called rhythm rolling. There's a link in the description of this video here, Ashish. It explains how I do that and why I do it. So 1, 2, 4, 2. Dice out. And this is a principle taken from George from CY. And we got a 6, 3, 9. That is the center field 9. And that was using the 1, 2, 4, 2. 1, 2, 4, 2. So we got a 6, 3, 9. We're looking for a 2 or 5 on top. So we're gonna go back to the other set here. We're gonna go 5, 6, 5, 3. And we're going to pressure that 9 up to $60. 350 brought back, 205 on the table, and all bets set. That's up. 5-2, 5-3. And we have a 3-5-8. That is the grape ape. And it's 5-6-5-3 dice set with a 3-5-8 results. So that did roll good because we're looking for 5 or 2 on top. So that's going to be pressuring the 6 and 8 up to 42 each. That's 2 units on each. So again, we're doing sister press on that first hit. Now we'll just press the numbers that are hit thereafter. So we've got a 6-3-6-5. And all bets set. 6-3-6-5. And we have a hard 8 this time, the square pair. So 6-3-6-5. And a 4-4-8 hard 8 result. So we're going to go to $60 on that 8. That's increase of 3 units. We'll go back to the 3-2-3-6, and then we're going to rotate them. So we're going to go 2-4-6-4. Oops, I'm sorry. 3-6-3-2, and it's going to be a 6-4-2-4. 6-4-2-4. Cousin 2 set. Thank you, Kevin. That is very much appreciated. He says, don't forget to give Joe a like. That's out. So our goal is to get up to 5,539, and we are roughly $60-70 away. That's out. Split apart on us. We have another 8. Perfect. 2-6-8. That is the Duracell 8. Go and support free live content. Give that thumbs up where deserved. Using a 6-4-2-4 dice set, so that we had a 6 or a 1 on top. So that's perfect. 2-6-8 is the result. We're in all inside numbers here. Wow, that's awesome. But that should bring me to goal. Our goal is to get to $5,539. We are at $5,540 if I take everything down. So we're going to take everything down. We're just going to go 18 on the 6 and 8, so that way we have some money on the table. But we made goal here, so that's awesome. That's perfect. 4-2-4-6. And we'll go all bets set. Dice out. Kevin says we got or Lazy Duck says we got a shooter. 4-2-4-6. Dice crossed on me. We have a 4-1-5, another truck and camper. There's a violent cross on that one. Using a 4-2-4-6 dice set. And we got a 4-1-5, so we have another 4 on top, so that's good. And let's go with 2-4-2-1. That 5 is not good, no help for me because I have a 6 and 8 up there. So we have a 2-4-2-1 dice set. And all bets set. Peace out. Again, another cross, but we have a 4-4 hard 8 again. So if you parlay, that's a S parlay with SJ right there. So that would be the parlay of the day. 2, 4, 2, 1 is the dice set, and we have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair result. So that 8 is a hot item right now. We've thrown 4 8s so far and 3 5s. So let's pick up that 5 for 15. So now we have 15 on the 5, 18 on the 6 and 8. Again, we'll go 3 6, 3 2. And all bets set. Your number is the 5-6 Yo Chef. We have a 6-5 Minmo Yo, but we have the 5-6 Yo Chef. They out. And I did announce that yesterday, I think 2 or 3 times. And we have a 2-4-6, the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. And that is going to be a winner 6. 3 6 3 2 is the dice set. 2 4 6 is the result. And that will be our first point that we actually hit, I think, on this roll. So we were not hitting many points there. We're definitely pounding those 8s and 5s though. So let's go shoot. 1 2 1 4 dice set. And that was a 6, so let's drop in. That brings us what, $33 over goal. If I lost everything, I would still be $8 shy. So we're just gonna collect that one, and hopefully that'll be good. So let's go all bets set here. We have a 1 2 1 4 dice set. Dice out. And we have another Old Bay bushel, 5-5 hard 10. So let's mark the point of 10. And that was using 1 2 1 4 with a 5 5 10 result. And that's gonna be 1 dice off axis. 25 people watching, 17 likes. We got 20 people on Crapsee. 3 6 3 2. And we're gonna roll it. We're gonna go 6 4 2 4. 6 4 2 4. And dice out. You're welcome there, Sheesh. So Jerry's over goal. That's awesome. 6 4 2 4. Dice out. And there we go. We got the 5-6, the Yo Chef. So that was using the 6-4-2-4. The 5-6 Yo Chef result. So that's our first Craps number for the day so far. Got a couple 3s when I was doing my warm up and that, but we're looking for that midnight for the tall. We're looking for 3 or 4 on top, which we did not get. So we're going to go back to our normal set there. So we have 3V on top, 3 5 3 6. And that's 11. The Yo was no help for me. So we'll go all bet set. 3 5 3 6. Nice out. Dice crossed on me again, and we got a 4-3-7. So that is going to be the end of that roll. Using a 3-5-3-6. And we got a 4-3-7 result. Now, if I was in a real casino, I would be leaving the table right now and either ending that session or ending the day, because we are at $5,531. So that's $8 shy of goal. But we're going to continue betting here. I'm just going to bet at a lower level right now, just so I can keep on betting and practicing the betting. So let's go down to our level 2 betting, and we'll start off at 66 inside, so I can get used to that level again, because it's been a while since I've played that. So we're gonna go no line bets here. She says that he's finding that his dice are crossing for him also, and he's wondering if it's the grip. It might be the grip, then it might be a little bit off center, but it might also be the pressure from your thumb and how they're landing. So what's happening is one of them is landing on its corner. Let's see if you can see that. So one of them's landing on a corner, and that causes it to cross over. So either A, it's if your fingers are centered or not, or if you're putting too much pressure with one of the fingers, that may do that as well. So hopefully that helps. What I'm trying to do though is I'm trying to get my fingers lined up so they're straight across, and that I got fat fingers, so it's hard to get them centered on the dice. But I'm trying to let them roll off the fingertips by just dropping that thumb out. 3-6-3-2, dice out. That was a terrible throw. We got aces. Could have used that in the last shooter. And whoop, that was a 1-1. That was aces, not a 6-1. Get off of that. There we go. We have a 1-1. 3-6-3-2. 1-1. Magic aces, and that's a pass line loser. Come on, loser. But if you are playing at ATS, it is a bookend. Good morning, Duracell. So again, 3-6-3-2. And all bet set. Come on, mouse. There you go. Dice crossed again. We have a 1-5-6, and that would be the KitchenAid mixer. So let's mark that point as 6. 3-6-3-2 is the dice set. 1-5-6 is the result. We're back on that 6, which is what we were on for majority of last shooter's rolls. And we were looking for 3 or 4 on top. So let's go with 1-4-5-4 for our new day set. 1-5-5-4. 1-4-5-4. There you go. All bet set. And we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Using a 1-4-5-4. And 2-1-3 ace deuce result. So we are working on that small right now. And we're looking for 3 or 4 on top, so we gotta go back to our other set again. 3-2-3-1. 3 on top, 3-2-3-1. Ace deuce was no help for us. In fact, I didn't even put any bets out yet, so I need to get some bets out because I would have got paid, and I would not have yet. So we're gonna go 66 inside. Again, remember we may go already, so I'm just betting to practice the betting right now. But we'll go all bets set. 3, 2, 3, 1. Dice out. And we have a 4, 6. And that is Waylon's best friend on it. And sorry, Glenn. We got a 3, 2, 3, 1 dice set. And we got a 4, 6, 10 result. I am not setting for the point, Ashish. I'm doing what's called rhythm rolling. Again, I have a link in the description, but basically what I would do is I have a cousin 1 set or cousin 2 set. Cousin 1 set is if I bring the dice back, we have a 4 and a 6 on top. I just roll it towards me. And if it's a cousin 1 set, I put the 4 on the inside and the 6 on the inside. So that'll either give me a 2V, 3V, or cross sixes on top or on the bottom, depending on how they roll, how they set up. So right now, if I did cousin 1 set, we'd be on a 2, 4, 2, 6 dice set. Now, if I had a 4, 6 as a result, I roll towards me. If I go the cousin 2 set, I'll put the front number here on the outside of this dice, and that's what we have been using as a cousin 2 set. And I'll put the front number here on the outside of this dice. So that actually makes it a 5, 4, 5, 6 dice set. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, I have a link to a video in the description there that it breaks it down really much into detail. And it explains why we do it. And like I said, this is something that I've taken from George from CY, and I've made it kind of my own, to hopefully extend the rolls. And that's the whole idea, is to be able to extend the rolls, switch dice sets, and be comfortable knowing that we're not going to get a 7. If we're not rolling a 7, give me 1 second here. It's crossed too hard. 4. If we're not rolling a 7 with the cousin 2 sets, we can change between the dice sets and be comfortable that we're not going to roll a 7 again, or vice versa. We're using the cousin 1 sets, we can be comfortable that we're not going to roll a 7 if we switch between the dice, staying on the cousin 1 sets. So that's kind of the theory behind it. 5, 4, 5, 6 dice set. 2, 2, 4 result. And we were hitting all inside numbers on that first shooter. Now we're stuck on the outside numbers. 3, 6, 3, 2, of course, because I'm not betting it. 3, 6, 3, 2 is our new dice set. F4 was no help for me, so we will call that all bets set. Duracell says he totally doesn't understand why the change. I'm practicing my toss. I am practicing my toss, but I'm also practicing the ability to change those dice sets at the table and feel 100% comfortable when I'm doing it. So if I can practice it here, I can translate that or bring that over to the casino. Now, if I'm having a hard time interpreting the dice, I will stick with just like the 3, 6, 3, 2 as a cousin 2 set. And I'll just keep on throwing that. Or I'll stick with the 3, 2, 3, 6, which is the cousin 1 set at the casino if I'm having a hard time interpreting the dice. So, and I'm constantly analyzing what the results are. Dice out. And 3, 4, 7. So hopefully that makes sense. And that is a 7-0. So I have a little bit too much talking going here. I gotta get a little focused here now. Switch over to cousin 1 set. We'll go 3, 2, 3, 6. This is gonna be shooter number 3. Dice tossing is dice tossing consistently is hard enough. It can be. Um, it does add a variable, but again, if you follow what I was saying, all the cousin one sets, it doesn't matter if it's on a 2V, 3V, or cross sixes, the 7 shows the same way. So what I'm doing is I'm adding that ability to pick up different numbers. And most of them are box numbers. We're trying to stay away from those craps numbers as much as possible. And if you look at my numbers up there, we've only hit 3 craps numbers. The rest of them all have been box numbers. So 3236 dice out. And we have a 516, the KitchenAid mixer. So it's marked at point of 6. Using a cousin 1, 3236, 1, or I'm sorry, 516 result. Yes, I am staying within the dice family. Either 2V, 3V, or cross sixes. They're all the same family. So you have 3 different dice families. You have the 2V, 3V, and cross sixes is one set. You have the Hardway is another set, and you have the all sevens, which is your third set of dice. So we had a 5-1, so we're gonna go cousin one set. So we're going 3-5-3-1. And our bets, we're going to go with let's do a little bit of iron cross here, see if we pick up some numbers. So we're gonna go 18 on F6 and 8. We'll go 15 on F5, we'll go 15 on F field. We use the field to spread across here. Nice out. 3-5-3-1. Here we go. As they cross, we have a 6-3-9. That is the center field 9. And that was using that 3-5-3-1 dice set. 6-3-9. Oops. Oh, I gotta change that. Oh, that's a bad number. We can't do that on KPI. There we go. So we have 6-3-9. And that was a hit on the field. So let's pick up the 9 for $15. And we have a 2-6-2-3 dice set. 2-6-2-3. Cousin 1. And all bets set. They split apart a little bit. We have a 1-4-5. That'd be the truck and camper. Using a 2-6-2-3 dice set. And a 1-4-5 result. So that's gonna be a loss on that field, but we'll profit $6 on the 5 there. And we're down. If I lost everything, we'd be down about $139 under goal. Took everything off, we'd be down about $50 or so under goal. But we're gonna keep on going again. Like I said, we did make goal already, at least within $8 of it. But we're gonna continue betting here for the table. We have a 2-1-2-4 dice set. And we'll put $15 back up on that field, and I'll bet set. So and we have a 5-1-6, another KitchenAid mixer. And that was a point, so that is a winner 6 using the 2-1-2-4 dice set. And 5-1-6 results. So the puck will be turned off, and we'll be looking for a new point here. So we're going to lose that field. It's another profit of $6 on that. If I pick up another field loss, the three $6 bets would be equal to a field. So that would mean we could pick up another number at that time, if that makes sense. We're going to go 3-5-3-1 dice set. 3V on the top. And all bets set. Kevin made goal. That's awesome. Here we go. Dice out. Looking for a point here. And we have a 3-2-5, a justice 5. So let's mark that point of 5 using the 3-5-3-1 dice set. We have a 3-2-5 result. So our box numbers will be turned back on again. And we'll pick up $15 on that field. We got one field hit. We can take that field bet down. We'll be all the way across on our numbers. We're gonna go. What am I doing here? Yeah, 6-3-6-2. Had a brain fart. 6-3-6-2. And all bets out. Good morning, Dan. And that right one jumped over again. So we have a 2-3-5, the justice 5. And that's gonna be a winner 5 right away. So 6-3-6-2 is the dice set, and we have a 2-3-5 result. So that is a Buckeye buckshot. So that means that we can actually pick up that 10 and the 4. And we'll spread all the way across. We're going to turn the box numbers off. And actually, I'm going to, we'll figure this out after we go in here. So let's get a new point established. 1-2-1-3 is a dice set. Cross 6 is on the bottom. 1-2-1-3. And all bets set. 25 people playing on this crap. So you got 22 people watching. 20 likes. Make sure you give that a thumbs up. We need 2 more people to get thumbs up here. They said, looking for a new point. And we have a 2-4-6, the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So that was using a 1-2-1-3. And we had 2-4-6 results. So let's mark that point as 6. 6-2-6-4. All of our box numbers will be turned back on now. Cross 6 is on top. 6-2-6-4. And all bets set. In case you're not comfortable, let's regrip them. And 5-2-7. Those two kind of just like slowly skidded into the back wall there. So 6-2-6-4. And 5-2-7. So that was a loss there. We're going to stick with the cousin one set. 3-2-3-6 for our next dice set. And Let's call it all bets set. Let's do this one. So let's go $20 pass line bet. We're gonna go $5 any craps, 555 and ATS. And we are gonna do we've not thrown a lot of primary numbers today. So let's go one shooter here. One shooter with the all seven set 5423, 5423. So bet appropriately. And watch me get all these primary numbers now. So let's go all bet set. This out. 5423. Looking for a new point. This is shooter number 4. And we have a 246. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. 5423 is a dice set. We have a 246 result. So let's mark that point as 6. So let me do some math here really quick. We are up as of right now $361. So let's go 320 across and see if we can do our normal betting. We'll pick up $30 in pass line odds. No, $40 in pass line odds. And let's set our dice. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bet sets. Dice out. And we get a freaking primary number. 257. Really? Seriously? Actually, it's off axis. 5, 4, 2, 3. No, that's on axis. 257. Damn it. Double pitch on both dice. So that just shot our bankroll. We're still in profit for the day, though. So now we need to do a little recovery. We'll go back to cousin one set here. We'll stick with our rhythm rolling. 2, 2, 3, 6. Ah, irritating. Good morning, Craig. Obey crap showing up. One more time. We'll go pass line bet here. $20, 555 on the ATS, $5 any craps. 23 people playing along here. And all bet set. Craig shows up and see what happens. Yep. That's usually what happens when John shows up. They said, okay, let's focus here, Joe. 4, 6, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on it. And sorry, Glenn. So 3, 2, 3, 6 with the 4, 6, 10 result. Let's mark that point of the point of 10. Yep. So okay. 320 across again. And let's pick up $30 in pass on odds this time. We're gonna go 2, 4, 2, 6. And dice out. And dice got kissed a little bit. We have a 3, 2, 5, a justice 5. It's using a 2, 4, 2, 6 dice set. 3, 2, 5 result. So let's go to $85 on that 5 and 9. 6362 for our dice set. 6362 dice set. Greg is really firing him back there, buddy. 6362. One, 6, 7. Damn it. Dice took a turn for the worse here. So 6, 3. 6, 2. 1, 6, 7. Okay, we'll go one more shooter here. We're gonna go hardway set with the finish up day here. We got a lot of recovery to go here. So 5, 4, 5, 4. We're gonna start firing these down here a little bit. He's a Wolverine of the casino. You know. Oh my god. Anyhow, so again, we're gonna go $5 on the craps, $20 pass line, 555, and all bet sets. 5, 4, 5, 4 hardware set. They set. 4, 2, 6. Kevin and Carpenter 2x4. So we're gonna mark that point as 6. That's gonna be a single pitch of the dice. I can hear a bunch of noise outside. Sounds like they're picking up the leaves on our street. This last week and a half, the leaves have just dropped massively on our street. We're going to do a bit of Dallas drawdown. We're gonna go 640 across. So let's go 100 odds on the pass line. And we'll call it all bet set. So Dallas drawdown. Here we go. 5, 4, 5, 4 dice out. 6, 3, 9, and that would be the center field 9. 5, 4, 5, 4 is a dice set. 1 dice off axis. That's gonna be hit number 1 for us. So let's draw these down. We'll go oops, to 320 across now. So that means that we're going to go with $40 in pass line odds. And all bets at 135 brought back to rack. We got 335 in the on a table. Yeah, we got a 415 trucking camper. Yeah, and that'll be hit number 2 that we're looking for. So that way we got out of the shooter. So 205 brought back to the rack. Let's go down to the 160 across bet level. We're taking all of our pass line odds off the table. So we got 25 on a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 30 on an 8, 20 on our pass line bet. 165 on a table and 205 brought back. So now we got a little bit of recovery to do on our bets. So 20 watching, 20 likes. That is not bad, Dan. Yep. 21 people watching, 21 likes now. And 21 people playing on Crapsee. 639 center field 9. Let's see. The easy 9 to soft Frank. Again, that's 1 dice off axis. And if we do 1 dice off axis all the time, a bad thing. So let's go to $35 on that 5 and $35 on the 9. I took everything down because we had a couple losing hands there. If I took everything down, I would still be down like $70 from the start from today. So 5, 4, 5, 4 is our dice set. All bet set. It's up. Outside chore should be fun today. It's nice out in Wisconsin today. I think it's just about mid 50s, low 50s when I came home today. I'd say low 50s. It's 369, center field 9 again, easy 9, soft rank. Again, 1 dice off axis. And that is the third 9 out of 4 rolls. So that's pretty good. Talk about repeatability. We're going to go to $60 on that 9. If I pulled everything off the table, we would be back in profit for the day again. 5, 4, 5, 4. Dice out. Heat wave in Vegas, 54. And we got a 5, 3, 8, the grape 8. And I don't like the way those dice landed. So that's going to be a single pitch of the dice. We're dropping, actually, no, we're going to go to $42 on that 8. And let's pick up $20 in pass line odds. 324 brought back, 242 on the table. And all bet set. Face up. 3, 3 hard, 6 to double digit. That's gonna be a primary hit. On the back side. And that was a winner 6, by the way. So the puck comes off. And we're going to be looking for new points. So all of our box numbers are turned off at the current moment. And again, let's go $5 craps check here. And we're going to call that all bet set. Face out. 1, 5, 6. So we're back on that 6. Again, 1 dice off axis. So that is the KitchenAid mixer. And the dice are stopping nice at the back end of the table there. So that is looking good. Maybe some golf for a sheesh today. Again, we're going to go $20 pass line odds. 5, 4, 3, 4. Dice out. Yeah, a little bit of roll back for that. Left dive, we have a 628. The Duracell 8. Go up, support free live content. Give that thumbs up where deserved. And hey, I add in, if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. Be greatly appreciated. So let's go to $60 on that 8. This is going to be an increase of 4 units. Or 3 units, I'm sorry, 3 units. 412 brought back. We have 260 on the table. And let's call it, we're going to bring our bets down here. Let's bring them down. I'm sorry. We're going to go at 96 across. Yep, and now we're just going to start pressing to the moon now. So if we lost, we would still be in profit for the day almost. After the next hit will be profit for the day. Again, we did make go. I kept on betting. We had two bad shooters there. So 5, 4, 5, 4. Dice out. I pulled down at a good time. 617, and that is a 7 ouch. So that was a good pull down for me. Got a lot of the money off the table. That happens more times than not when I'm at the craps table. So I'm going to call it a win for today. I did keep on betting for simplicity's sake or for the show. I would have, like I said, I announced the way before that I would have left the table should I have been at the real casino now. But anyhow, let's look at our statistics for the day. We had 6 shooters. We had a 16 and a 10, and then a bunch of not so great rolls mixed in between there. The hot numbers today were the 5 and 6. We had a 7.5 SOR today, 6.4 SRR with one come out 7. Box numbers are high today. Inside numbers are high today. 4s and 10s are low. Come out 7s are low. Horns are low. Fields are low. And hardways were high today. And let's look at our black belt statistics. This is through the end of yesterday. We had 7,073 throws for black belt with the 9.61 SOR, 6.56 SRR, and a BSR of 6.65. So numbers are starting to get up there. Remember, our goal for black belt is to get up to 10,000 rolls. And then we'll be moving on to the next level of our program and that. So let's look at our chat really quick before we finish the show up here. And I'm not sure if John is going to live today, but it looks like everybody made money today. So Sheesh got $532 profit. Joel's up 351. I know that the Lazy Dog hit go already. I hit go earlier on. I know that who else hit go? There's a bunch of people in the beginning, but hey guys, thanks for joining in here today. And so Joe says, what about changing the sort of my summary sheet, the highest session on top, so that is what we can see. I've been just keeping that, and I'll go back to that sheet really quick here. I've been just entering in the rolls as I go for the day and just keeping track of the totals on top. I don't really, I mean, if what I'm finding is that the further I go in, if I have some really high numbers, it really does not change the SOR much or the SRR much anymore because we're so many rolls into it. I have to have like an amazing roll. Like the other day, what we had if you look at session 146, we had an SOR that day. That was the day we had 2 shooters. We had an SOR of 22, and that increased the SOR points like 0.02 or 0.03. So I mean, it was a pretty small percentage in that, but yeah, sorting out, Joe. I don't know how much good that would actually do, because again, you guys, we're gonna see big rolls at the table. We're gonna see short rolls at the table. You know, today's rolling was an example. We had 2 really nice rolls, and we had 4 not so great rolls. So. But hey, anyhow, it is what it is. And I do thank everybody for showing up here. And hopefully you will come back tomorrow. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.